Barely.
How about that? There you go. I got him switched. I think we're ready to go. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to New London High School with tonight's Class S semifinal volleyball game. This is the semifinals there, Scott Fryer.
Yes, it's the semifinals, Mike, and we are here live at New London High School between the Griswold Wolverines and the Bellringers from East Hampton.
So I was talking to the one and only Paul Smith earlier today. Paul is the superintendent of East Hampton Public Schools. Now, he used to be the superintendent of Griswold Public Schools. So there's a little bit of camaraderie and a little bit of
maybe a little rivalry
between the two. And actually, they both put out statements that I want to go ahead and share with the crowd. See, I'm only here for the pregame stuff where you and John Harden are going to take it over for, and then you got Cam Sinisky on the camera. We got 8.5 minutes to go until we get this thing going on. But they both had something to say, and I think right now I'm going to go ahead and give you first the comments from the Griswold superintendent, Sean McKenna.
This is Griswold Superintendent Sean McKenna. I would like to congratulate both our Griswold volleyball team and the East Hampton volleyball team for a great season. I wish both teams all the best in the semifinals game. Enjoy this experience. Good luck, and may the force be with you all.
I couldn't hear you.
And we're back. Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Well, we're bouncing on the thing here, so how about now?
I got you.
Whoa, look at that. See, we will figure out how to work this electronic stuff yet. All right, there we go. I don't know anything about electronics, thank goodness. So that was Superintendent Sean McKenna from Griswold High School. And, of course, Paul Smith had something to say about his East Hampton Bellringers.
It's great to see two powerhouse teams in tonight's semifinals, East Hampton and Griswold. And, of course, I take pride in both teams, having spent some good years in Griswold and now as superintendent at East Hampton. And I think as these two teams come together, I hope it's just a great playoff game, and I anticipate that it will be. And based on these two teams, I think whoever wins tonight, you will see them emerge as the Class S champions. So very likely that tonight's game is really the Class S playoffs. So good luck to both teams.
The crowd is already starting to go a little bit crazy as Griswold is now on the court taking their warm-up. Scott, let me ask you, what can we expect out of this matchup tonight between the Wolverines and the Bellringers?
Well, Mike, this is I guess a much anticipated match tonight between Griswold and East Hampton, both coming in highly ranked in the state. I do believe that the Bellringers are 5th in Class S in the state. I could be wrong. I think they're at least 5. And, of course, we know that our Lady Wolverines are ranked number 1 in the state in Class S and number 3 in the state overall. So a fantastic season. They're coming in at 22-1. That one loss, they dropped the ECC semifinals to Fitch High School on the Fitch court. But I think, Mike, they've been playing so much better. They had a little bit of a lull in the last couple weeks of the season, and I think it showed. It reared its ugly head in the playoffs, the ECC playoffs. But I think it was a dose of exactly what these girls needed.
I think you're exactly right. I was just going to say that. Yep. I'm glad you said it.
And it grounded them, and it refocused them, and it was tough to watch them really got dismantled by Fitch, which very, very uncharacteristic of this team. They've been grinders. They play with heart. They've just been terrific all season, of course, led by senior Corenda Ruggiero, who is going on to West Point Military Academy to play the Army. She's going to play volleyball for the Army. So, I mean, listen, she's a leader on and off the court. And then you have your other captain, Michaela Nielsen. Both of them have handled it well. Some other seniors on this team. Caitlin Pazika is doing great. We have Emily Avilas, who's our libero, who's been fantastic. And you have a very young team, really, though. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Katie Fasula. She doesn't get a lot of playing time, but she's always the first one off the bench. She's always cheering for her teammates. And when she gets in the game, it's always a great time because all the girls cheer her on. She's a hardworking kid, and I love it, and she's perfect for this team. And they've had such a great season. They're looking to continue that here on the semifinals tonight and move on to the finals.
And that's going to be against Hale Ray because Hale Ray defeated Coggins-Chog.
That was I expected that to happen.
Yep.
So we'll see. That's either way, whatever team wins here tonight, it's going to be a fantastic matchup. But of course, here at SNSN, we are really pulling for our Lady Wolverines.
Absolutely. Now we are on SNSN, the Streaming News and Sports Network, but we're also being simulcast on NFHS, the National Federation of High Schools, through the CIAC. So we definitely want to thank the CIAC for allowing us, granting us rights to go ahead and broadcast this game live from New London High School. Now, let's just take a look real quick at the road that the Wolverines had to get to the finals. They had a first-round bye. Then they defeated Wyndham, who defeated Plainfield, as a matter of fact. Then they went on to defeat Lyman Memorial, which some say, I don't want to start any rumors here, but some say that Lyman Memorial was actually the team to beat.
Well, here, I'll put it this way. They are the defending state champions, 3-time state champions. They came in the game with a chip on their shoulder on Friday night because Griswold really took them apart earlier in the season. I believe it was game 3 in our building. We really took them apart, and I do believe we swept them 3-0. And
now Lyman Memorial took the first. You talking about the regular season?
I'm talking about the regular season. I was building to that. So
sorry, go for it.
Yeah, so they really they got embarrassed because that's very uncharacteristic of Lyman to get beaten that way, and I think they took it super personal. So when they came into our gym again on Friday night, they really had something they felt like they wanted to prove, and they came out. Griswold took an early lead. We had an 8-point lead. I believe at one point it was 18-10 Griswold, and Lyman Bulldogs came storming back. They took the lead and actually won in extra points, 26-20, 25-23. I thought it was a 2-point. I thought it was an extra, but it was they came back, they battled hard, and they put Griswold in a very, very unfamiliar position, being down 1-0 early in the match. But the second game, all Wolverines.
Right.
The scores don't tell. The next 2 sets, the second and third set, do not tell the story of how the Wolverines played in that game because they made some great adjustments. Coach Bruno made some fantastic adjustments. The Lyman back line, their receiving line, they really, really played a tough game, and they were baffling Griswold. And Griswold made the adjustments. They found open spots on the floor, and they dominated. They got down in the 4th set. We thought maybe we're going to a 5th set, but they dug deep. They were down, I believe they were down 5 or 6. At one point, it was 18-11, Lyman, and Griswold rolled off 8 or 9 straight points. And I knew, sitting at the scoreboard, I knew when it was 18-18 that it was over. The game was over at that point. Lyman had the look of a team that was done, and at game point, you could see it in their faces. It was just a matter of time, and here we are.
All right, Hale Ray, they defeated Immaculate after their first-round bye. They defeated number 7 Coventry, and yesterday, I should say, they defeated number 14 Coggins-Chog in their semifinals. So now it's going to be one of these 2 teams, either Griswold and or East Hampton, to take on Hale Ray, the Little Noises, making some big noise for the Class S State Championship. All right, I'm going to go ahead and step aside, and I'm going to hand the microphone over to Mr. John Harden. And we hope you enjoy the volleyball game, everybody. Go Bellringers, go Wolverines. Scott Fryer and John Harden up next.
All right, guys, so we're getting ready for they're announced the starting lineups here. And you hear the roar. That is for your Griswold Wolverines. Good showing here tonight from the town. A lot of folks here. The bleachers to my left are full. There's some good representation, a good student section, and we'll see what happens here.
Number 4, Chelsea Rose.
They're announcing the Bulldogs lineup, or the Bellringers lineup. They are the visiting team, being the lower ranked team. Have to remember that one, John. Vanichenair.
Vanichenair.
It's looking over there across the way at the Lady Bellringers. A lot of size over there.
They do. Actually, I was watching them warm up as you and Mike were doing the pregame, and they have an excellent attack at the net.
Yeah.
So that's going to be one thing for the defensive side of these Lady Wolverines, is to make sure that they've got those bigs, get that ball set back up, and send it back over to the Bellringer side.
Yes. I was watching some film on them, and they have a vicious attack. So now we're getting ready to introduce our Griswold Wolverines. Miranda Ruggiero, senior captain.
Soon to be cadet Ruggiero.
Yes, Ruby Logan. And they got her name right. I'm actually shocked.
They actually
Greta Domkowski.
They have it phonetically on the roster.
Oh, that's good. Michaela Nielsen. Kiera Nielsen, K-pop. Abby Girl. She's had a fantastic year, just a sophomore. And our libero, Emily Abiles.
Yeah, there's your defensive specialist right there.
Yes, sir. Coach Bruno, Coach Adams, we're ready to go, folks. We're getting ready for the national anthem. We're going to step aside here and turn it over.
Rocktar's senior, Sergio Lewis, and Raymond Rocktar's junior. At this time, fans, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we will now honor America and those defending our freedoms with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see what a concert he might, what so proudly beheld at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, on the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, on the rockers and clouds bursting in air, they rode through the night, as our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and
All right, we are ready to rock here. A little technical difficulties with the national anthem, John.
Yeah, a little bit of a remix on the national anthem there at the end.
I look over to my left. I see all the Griswold kids. There's a hole there. They got their Griswold gear on. They got their faces painted, and they're ready to rock, man. We're going to make some noise here tonight.
I tell you what, the Griswold fans are here. They actually had a fan bus.
They did have a fan bus. They left from the school this afternoon, and they're here in force. We got some teachers in the house. We got Mrs. P's in the house. We got members of the Board of Education here. We got everybody. It's an event for Griswold tonight.
Absolute event. And I mean, this has been something that's been growing. I know having a student in the high school that all of a sudden gained a intense interest in volleyball, and they had themes for games that they would go to.
And I am proud to say the ringleader of all of that was my very own flesh and blood, Dylan, who took very much pride in his student section, along with the Strain Boys and Evan Merchant and Tommy Matson. All those kids, the seniors, really stepped up this year, and they brought some pride back to Griswold athletics. Not just at volleyball. You go to a football game, the student section is full. They're screaming and hollering. I'm sure everyone saw the video of my kid out there with no clothes on, in a pair of shorts in 45-degree weather with the cheerleaders. So
Yeah, it's actually an exciting time for Griswold athletics. I mean, right now, just the teams that we've had just in this season with cross country, with soccer, here with volleyball in the Class F semifinals.
Boys and girls both went to the state tournament. Soccer, the cross country boys team won the state championship. Here we go.
We are underway. Griswold Wolverines put it back over the net to the Bellringers. There's a set back over. Avila's tries for the dig, gets out.
Good effort there by Avila's diving, putting the body on the floor, but not enough there as Griswold goes down early 0-1.
Getting set up at the net. Pinkowski sends it over. That goes long.
Yeah, too strong there, and that's also a little bit of nerves maybe, because this is big for them. But they settle in. They have a tendency to get a little bit of a slow start. You know, I think I went to every game but 1 or 2 this year, so I've seen this a lot. So we'll see what they can do. Here's a block, great block, but another return.
Nice dig by number 4 for East Hampton.
Another point there for the Bellringers. They're getting off to a quick start here.
So the Bellringers up 3-0 right now, Hurley. But I can tell you there's an electricity in the air.
Yes, sir.
You can feel it.
Good serve, a little dip on that serve. And Abby Matheson couldn't get it out. So 4-0 lead here. Putting a little bit of pressure on the Wolverines.
Yeah, Griswold really looking for that side out right now and get this stop. That's going to go off the fingers into the back.
5-0 now, and you can see a little bit of indecision there on the VLS, who would have decided that was probably long. It probably was going out, but she didn't want to take that chance. And at the last second, she hit it, and it spun off. That time, she's got it. Ruggiero goes up and it blocks. They have a lot of length at the front of the net. That was Amber Murphy for the Bellringers with the block on that. So as I said, I said early in the pregame, so much height and so much length. There's a side out for Griswold. That's what they needed here, down 6-0. So they got to capitalize on this one, John.
Yeah, they've got to start getting some points on the board. They're going to have that ball fall into the Bellringers side of the court.
Not the way to do it. The service error.
There's a net serve right there.
I think Griswold is on their game when they're not doing that. The other night, I think they only had 3 service errors in 4 games the other night, and that was really the difference, giving away free points.
That's exactly what that is. As East Hampton brings it back over to Griswold, it's set. Sit back over. That's going to go long.
And Coach Bruno is going to get that timeout. Settle these girls down.
Yeah, they really came in. They come in the number 1 seed, playing against the number 4 seed here in East Hampton. But I think they're thinking about it a little bit too much. They got to get back on their game.
Well, before we get on, we have the Allstate Trahan Agency, over 30 years in the business. Follow him on Facebook for answers to insurance questions you didn't even know to ask. Home, Life, Auto. Call Kevin Trahan, 860-564-3383 today. All right, Griswold down 8-1 here early in the first period, or the first set. You can see it's a raucous gymnasium despite the score.
No, I don't really see that excitement dying down anytime soon.
No, sir. Great serve. There's a set. Abby Matheson.
And a big block.
That was a big block, but it went out of bounds. That'll be side out Wolverines.
That's number 18, Amber Murphy.
Yeah, like that's so much, like I said, so much length at the front of the net.
So Beavis with the serve. Gets it over to East Hampton. Set over here to the near side.
It was blocked, but it went out of bounds again, so that'll side out to East Hampton, and they have a 9-2 lead.
But Griswold still looking for a way to slow this Bellringer attack down as that serve goes out of bounds to the back wall.
That was probably headed out of bounds. So then Ruby Logan knows that she probably messed up on that one. So Griswold's got to get it together here. Very uncharacteristic of them making mental mistakes.
Set back to the net. Another block at the net by East Hampton.
Yeah, you're going to have to make adjustments on that, like they did the other night against Lyman.
Almost maybe start looking for some touch plays.
That's exactly what they got there from Abby Matheson. She double that? Yep, on the she hit the net. It was a net violation. So side out Griswold. So they need to start capitalizing here, John.
So here's a break. Yeah, exactly right. They got to capitalize on this break that they got with the net violation. We got the captain with the serve. Jump serve over to East Hampton side. Setting here to the near side. And that goes off
That went a little misdirection off the net. I think it caught Ruggiero off guard. You can see she kind of put her hands up in a defensive position. It's another one. Good hustle by Matheson.
Abby tried to save it.
This is where it's important now. They can't get in their own heads, John. They have to stay focused. This is one set. You have to win this, and this you have to win 3.
Yep.
So
stay focused, shake it off.
Atta girl. All right, here we go. Now, here, again, we get the side out. There's 4 points for Griswold right now. All 4 points on side outs. They have to get something going on the offensive end. Have to get this offense going.
Start finding some holes in this East Hampton defense.
That's long.
That'll be right out of bounds. Point Griswold.
That's going to be long.
That serve goes long. So Griswold still looking to put something together offensively here in the first set. Dug out by Aviles. 0 with the set. Block at the net. East Hampton able to save it.
Good return there. Oh, good dig.
Nice volley going on right now. Aviles with that save in the back line.
Somkowski. Nice hammer. Now she's at her best with that on that beautiful set there. She is at her best in that corner, firing it cross court.
Yeah, sent it right across cross court into Olivia DiMartino's outstretched arm. Got a piece of it, but went out of bounds.
Griswold can try to see if we can get a few points put together here. That's going to go. All right.
And that's well out.
$13-7 now.
Giving the top of the net probably helped him right there.
Griswold creeping back into this one. All right, service error.
That serve's going to send it back over to East Hampton.
From East Hampton, number 26, Emily 10-7. 10-7 to serve.
All right, so they return to favor.
On East Hampton. Going to go back to the Griswold side.
And for East Hampton, number 13, Jenna.
KP with the serve now for the Wolverines.
Look out. That Bellringer sit in.
Yeah, that's tough. Because you're sitting duck. Unless you can block that, you're sitting duck there. And Abby Matheson did everything she could trying to keep that off the floor, but too much on that one.
Yeah, but right to that back corner.
It's a good set by Coranda.
Able to get over. Big and set by the Bellringers.
That's what we're looking for.
The hole right there.
Michaela Nielsen with the hammer puts it down. That's where we got to find those spots in the floor. And that's what, when the Wolverines are at their best, they're getting those shots in. They're getting them near the back line in an empty space, just like that. They really need Michaela and Kiara to step up. The Nielsen sisters.
Yeah, the Nielsen sisters right there. Get them up at the net. Find those holes. And when you're on your game, it's almost like you can see those things.
All right.
That's going to go off the roof.
All right, 15-10 now.
Witkowski with the serve.
Look out here. Oh, a little bit of confusion there by the Bellringers.
Put a dump, nice dig by number 12 for the Bellringers.
Nice dig. Oh! Great dig by Ruby Logan.
Right there.
Good point by Griswold. What a
Ruby
point.
Logan with the dig.
The full out. Gets it over, and there was a little bit of discussion whether whether we hit the net or maybe crossed over the line. But the referees conferred, and they got the call right. 15-11 now. All right. Those nets, that's hard. That's tough.
Tell you what, that's a power spike right there.
This has a very, very collegiate-like atmosphere here tonight, John. This is very cool.
Oh, this is awesome.
Did we touch? Yep, it was tipped. Yep, it was tipped. Point to East Hampton. So it's 17-11 now. They're building that lead back up.
Yeah, was going to go for that and then thought better of it, but still got the fingertip.
Yeah, got the hand on it.
Aviles with the dig. There's a set from Matheson into the net.
Into the net. It's okay. That was a good set. So instead of trying to tap it over and getting it blocked, she set it up for Abby, but unfortunately, she mistimed her jump just a little off. That's got to go. That's 3. Abby gets it over.
Right there.
Yeah, that's tough. They're right there at the net. 19-11 now. Bellringers with the lead.
But to be here, that's
and another timeout. Second timeout called by Coach Bruno here. Trying to settle down the Wolverines. They're down 8 again after they built that lead. They cut into that lead.
Trevor Murphy to serve. to serve. Introduce Hampton, the 15 Jack Murphy. Martino to serve. Griswold. Into Griswold, number 20, taking the Suka, replacing number 6, Luke Logan. Martino to serve. Sonia Anushimura to serve. Griswold. Matheson to serve. Bellringers to serve. That was serve. Number 16, Ella Marsh. Number 18, Nicola Nelson. Marsh to serve. Hampton is able to win the first set, number 5 to 15. Lady Wolverines for the winner tonight will play Hail Ray on Saturday, November the 19th. East Haven, time to be announced. Last night, number 2 Hail Ray in the Class S defeated number 14 Cotterjaw 3-1. We're now getting ready for the second set. Set one is won by East Hampton. Serving for Griswold.
Take the fan bus. All right, here we go. There's a little confusion where one of the refs is the side judge is at the scorer's table. We're trying to figure out. I don't know if it was a positioning error or what, but we're ready to go now. Ready to Mikowski with the serve for Griswold.
So
Right off.
Hampton comes right back out with that same set to the opposite side, going cross court.
Right off the bat.
Arelis goes down with the dig, but off her arms, out of bounds. So East Hampton on the board first here in the second set.
And they're going to have to, Griswold's going to have to, they're going to have to get up on the net during those returns and figure out a way to get a block, get a hand on it. Over the line, so Nielsen, her foot went over the line. That awards the point to East Hampton. So a quick 2-0 lead here.
Yeah, but she went with just that little dump, that little touch play.
Yeah, that's what they need to do until East Hampton can do it. But you have to make sure that you keep your feet. Good spot. There you go.
Abby Matson gets it over, gets the side out for Griswold. Avila's going back for the serve.
Good serve. That's going to go back. Good hustle. And nice return. That's 3. Mikowski, Ruggiero, Matheson. That's
Here they come
with the boom. That's exactly what they need to do right there.
Yeah, they put East Hampton back on their heels.
Yes.
With that dig that went back to the back line, they had to push it back across.
Misdirections. Okay, we're all even now. Good dig by Mikowski. There's a chance. Oh, good return on the block. Oh,
right there. Setter with a little misdirection back over the net.
That's what happens when you get everyone at the net like that. That's no man's land in between the back line and the net. And great job by East Hampton at finding that empty floor space. That was in. Griswold thought that was going out, but it landed pretty close to the line, if not on it. And any part of that ball touches the line, that counts as inbounds. One thing I like about the state playoffs, you have those line judges. Otherwise, the referees rely on the coaches to tell them the truth, whether it went out or not. There are some coaches that did that. Yeah, there's a good hammer. K-pop. Much better by Griswold this set so far. A little more energy, John.
Yeah, it seems like they kind of got their confidence back a little bit.
A little bit. Coranda with the serve now. This is where we need to put on a little string of points here. They have been unable to do that so far tonight.
Serve goes to the back line of East Hampton. Going cross court to Vilas with the big. Back over to Addie Matheson. Tried to get blocked at the net.
Tied ball game.
We're 4-4 here early in the second set.
Vilez to Coranda. K-pop. Good return. From Kowski. Matheson.
Oh,
that's just.
East Hampton was right at the net, waiting for that to come back.
So much size.
Abby was back a little ways from the net, and they were right there.
Yep. Listen, sometimes you just got to tip your cap. It's a great play. They just got it. Good KP.
There we go.
Kaylin Pazika with a hammer.
Off the libero for East Hampton.
We're tied up again at 5.
We got a back and forth battle going on right now.
All right. KP. Another block. So many blocks.
Very nice net play by both teams right there on that
Had him
volley.
out.
That went in.
They said that was in?
So we got one that's saying in, one that's saying out.
What do we got here? What are we doing? They're giving it to Griswold.
Here we go. Griswold gets it in and takes the first lead of this ball game, 6-5 here in set 2.
At number 12 is the Sonia Venetianeer. That's it. She's got hands, I'm telling you. She's been at the net and blocking everything so far for the Bellringers. So Griswold has their first lead of the night. Let's see if they can do something with it here. Vilez, Jankowski.
Zero.
Domkowski again with a tap. That's 3. Vilez, Ruggiero, K-pop.
Set.
Oh! Griswold.
Here we go. Kieran Wilson sends it back across. It goes off Chelsea Woods out of bounds. Point Griswold.
Seven 5 now.
Wheelis with the dig.
Domkowski
sends it
another
over.
one.
Oh, here we go.
8-5 Griswold now. You're feeling it. This is exactly what we said they needed to do, John. You don't even have to build a huge lead. Just string something together. Get yourself going. Get yourself out of the hole that you dug in the first set and just move on. Put it behind you.
Let that momentum build.
Coranda with
Nice
a dig.
dig.
Here's the set. And another one.
Oh! So Griswold right now forcing East Hampton
Timeout,
out of their
East
game.
Hampton.
East
Yeah,
Hampton
timeout.
calls the timeout.
And
Nine.
the student section absolutely erupts over here to my left. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I tell you what, the student section definitely came to play tonight.
They did, and I love it. You know, it's been so great all season. These kids have come out and support these girls all year long, and they've been so good. They're respectful. They do it the right way. Sometimes they get a little loud, but you know what? That's what makes it fun. That's what being part of the student section is. I was not blessed with height, so my contribution to the basketball team in high school was making as much noise as possible at every single game. Every game, I was at every game, home, road, whatever. But we had a state championship basketball team, so it was a lot of fun to go and cheer them on. And we made a thing of it. We were like the Cameron Crazies of Duke. We did body paint, we did signs, we did chants, we did it all.
There we go. When they start having synchronized dances over there, we'll know.
Well, we did that last week in Lyman. They had a dance-off with the Lyman kids on the floor. It was actually Connecticut Game Day actually put it up on their Instagram page. It was cool. All right, here we go. 9-5 Griswold now. Abby Matheson is going to serve after the timeout. K-Pop.
Back to Nielsen, and that's in. Here we go. That offensive charge that we've been talking about all evening long. It's happening right now.
No, normally I'm sitting at the scores table. I'm not allowed to get excited. I'm not allowed to clap. I'm not allowed to cheer. I'm bringing it tonight. Let's go.
No, let's go. It's exciting. This is what high school athletics are all about. To the back.
Ruggiero to K-Pop to Gumkowski. They called a double. All right.
Double here with a side out back to East Hampton.
10-6 now. Griswold's got to get ready now. Get ready for the go on defense. Into the net.
Net serve.
Not what you want.
Going to come right back over to Griswold.
Unforced errors and free points.
But that's exactly what Griswold needs to do.
Isla Marsh now for the Wolverines.
Little dump, little
that's all right. It's okay. A little misunderstanding. Because it looked like Corenda was running to the net, and Isla wasn't sure what was going on there, and it fell between them. So 11-7. Still got a lead. Just play smart defense now and be ready for the serve.
But you can tell right now just the facial expressions of these Lady Wolverines is different here in the second set than it was in the first.
Tomkowski with a good return. It's got to go.
Taylor sends it back over to East Hampton.
Here's Tomkowski again. Good return.
Nice dig. There's a dump. It's still alive.
Almost. Good play. Good play. All right. That was good. Good effort there.
Yep.
That's what you want to see. They're still, you can see they have the confidence back. They have the little Griswold swagger back, but it's 11-8. No need to panic here.
The Kinsey player going back with the serve for East Hampton. Abby Matheson with the dig. Went a little long. Michaela tried to save it. Goes out, point, Bellringers.
11-9. So this one's a game with some runs. Each team putting a little run together.
This is what you want to see at this level of competition. You go into a state semifinal.
That was in.
That went in.
That was in. Good job, KP.
I tell you what.
The referee was right there.
He was right there. He's kind of getting into. He's feeling the excitement here. There was a little pizzazz.
A little pizzazz. That's my man Sergio over there. All right, 12-9 Griswold. KP with the serve. Break to the net. So now talk about it all night. 3 points. Not helping yourself.
No, especially in a set like this, it's 12-10. East Hampton took the first one. Griswold's got to take those mental errors and those self-inflicted injuries away.
Yes, number 9 now, Reagan Burt serving for the Bellringers. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That was out. Okay. Wondering if I couldn't see from over here down the far side if that looked like it might fall in no man's land. So
No,
it's
it was kind of like a slow knuckler.
It was. It felt like it took forever, like a punt to come down. 13-10 now. Domkowski with the serve. Nice serve there. When you serve it like that, you put the other team back on their heels. They don't have a chance to set that play up.
Yeah, and they can't come across that attack line.
Abby?
That kind of seems to be.
Yeah, she was. That was. If she went for that one, she'd have ran right into the to the perch.
Yeah, she'd have been in one of our laps.
That's it. 13-11 now. Griswold still hanging on to that lead.
Chelsea Woods with the serve. Back to Abby Matson, who puts it back across.
Nice job, Ruby.
Oh! Oh! There we go.
Good hustle.
Right there.
Both, listen, I love that Griswold point, but that's great hustle on both sides of the ball. I love it. I love when you see these kids doing full outs. No regard for life or limb. Just go for it. Because this is it, man. This is the States. There's no tomorrow.
Yeah, no,
if you lose this game, you're done.
Lose and go home.
All right, 14-11 now, Griswold. Avila's with the serve. This is what you want. They're back on their heels. East Hampton is a little bit on our serves. They're not rushing the net like they were. They're not getting those hammers right at the net
now
like they
playing
were.
Back.
Like they just did. They're playing back a little bit more now because they're respecting that. That's a good dig by the libero for East Hampton. Here's K-Pop trying to hammer it down. She tipped it. It would have gone out of bounds, but she touched it. So it's 15-11 now. Griswold with the point.
So that's one of the advantages Griswold now with East Hampton playing back is you're probably going to generate more plays like that.
Yes, sir. This is like the run setting up the pass.
Right.
That's long. All right. 15-12 now.
So senior Jordan Murphy with the serve for East Hampton.
More miscommunication there.
Abby Matthews a little out of position on that one.
Yep. Down to a 2-point lead now. Griswold's got a hold here. That's a terrific serve, by the way. That's going to go out. 15-14.
So East Hampton putting something together here. Closing in on that Griswold lead.
That's out. Side out Griswold. They've got to back up to a 2-point lead. And Corenda is going to have the service for the Wolverines.
Number 6. Material serve.
Good block. Somebody. Abby. Just falls to the floor. That's a mental error. That happens. I mean, listen, you got 3 or 4 big bodies running at the ball at the same time. And who's going to get it? Me, you, me, you. It's like Night at the Roxbury over there. Yeah.
Yep.
Coranda with a serve now. 17-14 Wolverines. That's a double.
It's going to come back over to the Griswold side. 18-14.
Building that lead back up now. 4 points. Inching closer to that required 25 points are the Wolverines. Try to even this set match up at 1 game apiece.
Serve had a little backspin.
Yeah. K-Pop. Bang!
K-Pop pops it in there. So really, since Griswold took the lead here in the second set, they have not let it go.
Timeout, East Hampton. They got to talk it over, and we're going to talk it over here. Jewett City Savings Bank voted once again best bank for 2022. Find them at jcsbank.com. This has been much better by the Wolverines. Much. They're attacking more. Like I said, we've said it a couple of times already. They really have the Bellringers on their heels, really putting them in a position where they have to play defense instead of being on the offense, like we saw almost the entire first set, John.
Absolutely.
They were at the net. They were blocking balls. They were hammering balls, spiking it down on the floor on the Griswold side, and Griswold looked like they had nothing. But again, I talked about it in between sets. Coach Bruno made some great adjustments, and then this is Wolverine volleyball right here, what you're seeing from our girls. They're really, 19-14, this is great. It's a 5-point lead, but it's not done. We still have to get 6 more points here. But this is where you want to be if you're the Wolverines, being in a position to put this game away and tie it up at 1.
So the captains go back there with the serve.
A little dink and dunk. Abby. Good block.
Nice wall.
That's going to go out. Oh.
That'd have been close.
That was close.
Went for it.
All right.
Off her arm.
That's all right. Listen, you like the hustle. You never know. I don't know what she saw. From back here, it looked like it might go out, but you don't know. 19-15 now. Olivia DiMartino with the serve for the Bellringers. Abby, Coranda, KP. There you go.
There you go.
Side out Griswold. She's having a fantastic game. She's really come into her own this year. Caitlin Pazika, she was good last year, but she's really matured. She's become a very good volleyball player, and she's been a huge part of why the Wolverines had such a great season.
Good to see the seniors step up and play.
Absolutely. Good save by K-Pop, Coranda, Greta. Nice.
Oh!
Nice. That's where you need it. Oh, she couldn't do anything about that. Nope, that was right in her face.
Yep.
So, side out East Hampton.
That was just some
had some mustard on it.
Saving her face on that one.
Yeah, that ball had some mustard on it for sure. 20-16 now. That's long.
Yep.
21.
Come back to Griswold side, 21-16.
Right.
Isla Marsh, the junior, going back for the service for Griswold.
Serve, a little knuckler. Once again, you see, they're back on their heels on the back line. Again.
Oh, right into that hole in the middle of the court right there.
21-17 now. Griswold lead cut to 4. Trying to put this away and even it up at 1 game apiece. East Hampton taking the first match. Or correction, the first set.
McKenzie Player with the serve.
Nice. Michaela Nielsen with the hammer.
The Nielsen sisters there at the net.
Showing out. Love it. They're fantastic athletes, both of them. Both basketball, volleyball. They both play softball. So excellent athletes, and they're showing what they got here tonight in this gym. So if you're Griswold, that's not what you want. You don't want to let them set up like that.
No, when you start to see that happen, that's East Hampton getting back into their game.
Yes. 22-18 now. They're trying to crawl back into this. Griswold needs to play some defense here.
Emily Timpson for East Hampton.
off the hands of Ruby Logan. 22-19. Now, one more point here by East Hampton on this side out, and I would call a timeout if I'm Coach Bruno, just to try to break up the momentum. Nothing to worry about. Just try to call a timeout and break up the momentum. Right now. Like right now. Call timeout, Coach.
East Hampton was right back there to send it back.
22-20.
Hit the court.
Got to go over. Not.
22-21.
Now we call a
There's
timeout.
the timeout. So East Hampton closing back in on Griswold brings it back to within a point. 22-21 here in the second set.
Well, we got ourselves a ball game.
That we do. This has been back and forth and back and forth. Both teams having to make adjustments within the set.
Yeah. Both teams doing a great job at that. Definitely more competitive than the first one was. That was complete domination by East Hampton coming out and making an early statement. The Griswold's been up to the task here so far in the second set, and they still lead by a point. So the lead is not gone. But they really they got to tighten it up right now. You don't want to set this side up. Get the side out and then finish this game off, and let's move on to the next.
Yeah, they get the side out. It's just going to take a couple of more to call this set theirs.
There we go.
And there it is.
All right. That's what they needed. 23-21 now. Griswold 2 points away from taking set number 2. Greta Domkowski will serve it for the Wolverines.
Little touch. 0 right there.
Villas. Matheson. Got it.
There we go.
Game point. Wolverines.
Little touch play
24-21.
back to the middle of the net. 24-21.
But she was so masterful at that last Friday against Lyman. I mean, she owned Lyman with that. 26 times. Game point now, Wolverines. Domkowski. Good dig. On the
That
floor.
goes back down.
All right.
Side out East Hampton. They send it to that far side, come back across for the cross court.
Yeah, that's what that's deadly, and I saw it coming. We have the vantage point over here at the table where we can see that happening, see that play developing. Here's Matheson. Coranda back to Matheson. Nope, double. You don't see that very often, I'll tell you that. You do not see Coranda get called for a double very often. 24-23 now. We're 1 point away from having to go to 26 or ending the match the way it is. Good dig. And there it is.
Goes back over.
24.
24. We're knotted up here at New London High School.
So now you got in volleyball. If you didn't know, you have to win by 2. VLS. Ruggiero to Abby. Got it.
Abby gets it in! 25-24.
Abby drops the hammer now. Emily Avilas is going to serve it now for match point. Or a set point. I keep saying match. Set point for the Wolverines.
They got Avilas back there to serve.
Wolverine Nation over there making some noise for their classmates. There's 1, 2, 3. Out.
And that goes
We
long!
got Griswold taking set number 2. 26-24. We have ourselves a barn burner.
Don't
Sir.
go anywhere. We are tied up 1 set apiece. So Scott, Griswold really came back there in the second set, played more of their type of volleyball.
Yeah. And listen, this is a really tough East Hampton team. I'm very impressed what I've seen from them tonight. They are everything as advertised. And listen, there's no gimmies in this tournament. I mean, the gimmies happened in round one. That was the gimme.
It's like don't
Griswold
take
had
the
their gimme.
seedings and the records.
Yeah, you throw that right out the window, John. You throw it right out the window, and everybody is 0-0, and it's one set, one match, one game at a time. Moving on, we got to move on and survive.
Right. Anything like set 2, it's going to be every point.
This is great.
At a time.
Listen, this is what you want. This is beautiful. I mean, this is back and forth. It's exciting. This is good volleyball. Both teams are playing well right now. Throw that first set out the window for the Wolverines because they were not good at all. But that was Wolverine volleyball right there. A little hiccup at the end, but they turned it around. They got it done. They finished it off, and we're going to set number 3, all tied up at 1 here in New London High School for state semifinals between East Hampton and Griswold. And don't forget, the All-State Trahan Agency with over 30 years in the business. Follow him on Facebook for answers to insurance questions you didn't even know to ask. Home Life Auto, called Kevin Trahan, 860-564-3383. We got about a minute before we resume action here as teams making their adjustments in their huddles. Great job by the referees here tonight, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. They've been communicating together. They're working together as a squad. We did have that, mismatch between the two line judges earlier.
Yeah. But that's why when you have this many referees and officials at the game, you have the 2 line judges, and then you have your back judges on the back line. That really makes a difference because you can't always see it when you're looking at the net to see if there was a net ball or someone went under the net. Right. So it's tough to see the sideline or the back line. So I love it when you have these tournaments, these state tournaments, and then you have these officials that are able to make the right call. So
absolutely. So what do you think's being said in both huddles today? You've got set 1, which was a dominating performance by East Hampton. We say that, but then we saw them again in set 2, and it seems like the teams were pretty evenly matched. So
I think so.
I think set 1 was more Griswold, maybe
case of the nerves,
right? The excitement of what's at stake here.
There's a lot of pressure on you when you're the number 1 seed. Just like we talked about in the pregame when they were undefeated, there was a lot of pressure on them to get to this position and win, and then move on and win the whole thing. And losing that game to Fitch in the ECC semifinals was probably the best thing for them because it reset them and refocused them and got them here because they were playing some really mid-level volleyball the last 2 weeks. They trials through, I don't know the word to use. They dragged themselves through the last 2 weeks of the season, and they almost dropped a couple games before that. But they had dominated so much all of the season, there was really no competition. But now we're in it. Now we're seeing what they're made of. So this has been a great battle and a good effort by both teams here so far. And we're tied 1-1.
The East Hampton will start the third set. Junior Kelsey Woods with the serve. So once again, East Hampton on the board first.
Yep, that serve. It goes over the net, and then it's like a wounded duck. It just dives into the ground.
Right.
Or a knuckleball, Kent Ticovey knuckleball. Good return by Abby. A little too much.
A little much on that one. Into the net. Miranda not able to save it.
Got to be ready here. Oh, great.
Nice.
Good return. Got to get back in it. Good return.
Good dig by Avilas.
Earned that point.
That is in.
Earned that point, sir.
That save on the far side right there. That's what did it.
That was a fantastic all-out effort. Great hustle. The Wolverines earned that point. Greta Dunkowski to serve now for the Wolverines. Down they trail 1-2 early in set number 3.
Oh,
good block. Couldn't see who that was. We were blocked out of bounds.
And that's out.
And we're even at 2.
2-2. Set 3. gearing up to be much like set 2 was.
Oh, okay.
Oh, under the net.
Under the net. I thought they were calling that on Corenda. I was like, what did she do?
Right.
I didn't see anything wrong with what she did. I don't think she agreed with that either. But it was under the net. So 3-2 now, Griswold. Oh,
Here we go.
Little
Little miscommunication on East Hampton side.
that'll get you. 4-2 now. Good return.
Trying to dump it over the line. Griswold able to save it.
Mishit there by Michaela Nielsen. Her timing was a little off on that. It happens. That position is all about timing. When you're a hitter like that, you just got to time your jumps correct. Otherwise, that's exactly what happens. It's right off your hand and spins away. 4-3 now, Wolverines. No. Oh, good. Under the net. They call under the. Oh no. Looks like Michaela just fell on her hip a little bit. We're even at 4 here. Yeah.
Jordan Murphy with the serve.
Here's a hammer.
There we go.
Abby Matheson.
Getting the side out.
That's what we need. You need to see her get in that groove.
Tell you what, Abby Matheson. Not much to her, but she has that hammer.
She's
it back over
yeah,
the
she
net.
is. She's a menace. When she gets on a roll, she is just tough. Job, Greta. Abby's got to go over now. See, this is not what you want. Oh, great return. Good concentration, Abby. That's going to go. Oh, it went under the net. Net violation. We're tied at 5. You know who's quietly having a fantastic game? She doesn't ever get enough credit because she doesn't do anything fancy. Is Emily Aviles. All she does is return serves. She's on that back line and she kills it. She's so good.
I tell you what, that's why she's in the gray jersey right there.
That's correct. She's one heck of a libero. K-pop. A little bit too far back for her.
That falls in front of our defense.
Yeah, that one's either going to be a block or exactly what just happened. It's going to graze off and drop into no man's land there.
So East Hampton regains the lead.
Abby.
And it goes in.
Off her hands. Is it in? Yeah, all right. I thought maybe it had gone off a bell ringer. Tied at 6 now. KP comes back in the game as Ruby comes off.
The captain with the serve. Oh, tried to come in with that dig.
Yeah, I think
got a piece of it.
That's the part with that is you don't know if she's going to hammer it, and you have to stay back. That's why you got to be on your toes. And she knew she smacked the floor. She knew exactly what she did. She wasn't on her toes. Caught her a little flat-footed, maybe. That was almost out. I think a last-second decision to hit that. Net. Griswold ball.
There we go. Net violation by the Bellringers.
Tied at 7.
Ties the stack up at 7. Abby Matheson going back to serve.
Ooh, just get over.
It over.
Just had that enough spin on it to get it
We gotta
over.
send
Good
it
job, Coranda.
0.
The one-handed. Greta. Got it.
There we go. Off the diving Murphy. Point Griswold.
8-7 now. Griswold with the lead.
Not quite enough to get it over. Point Griswold. Student section is on their feet.
Yes, sir. Looking good over there. Sounding good.
Set to the far side. And it's in! Griswold with a little bit of East Hampton's playbook right there for the point. So Abby able to put together a little offensive stream right here.
Nice block. K-pop.
Looked like there was some bewilderment on the Bellringer line
Yeah.
right there.
Getting a little taste of their own medicine here in set number 3.
Going all the way back, and it's off for a point.
Griswold building up a little bit of the lead here, which is good. That's good.
Getting pumped, getting pumped.
So volleyball seems like it's a game of runs.
So he goes back over.
KP, block. Abby, got to go. Got it.
That's off. That's in the
That's in.
rafters.
Wow. Hey.
And into the net. So East Hampton catches a little bit of a break and then puts it into the net for another Griswold point.
13-7. Timeout call.
Timeout.
Let's
Bellringers.
go. Griswold 13-7. A little run here. And like I was saying, this is a game of runs. Just like basketball, you're going to have your run, and East Hampton's going to have their run. But if you're Griswold, you want to build up a little bit of the lead. You got a 6-point lead right now. Play your game. Continue to play your game. Things happen along the way, whether it's a miss hit or if it's a tip or you just get unlucky. It happens, but you have to be ready for it. But that's why it's good to build up this lead.
Yeah, get yourself a little bit of cushion so
Yep.
when East Hampton does go on that run, you've still got some points in the bank.
Exactly. Got to continue playing their game here in set number 3.
And once again,
even at 1. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. We are live here at New London High School in the gymnasium for the CIAC Class S semifinal between Griswold and East Hampton. I am Scott Fryer and John Harden, along with Mike Minarski on SNSN, bringing you tonight's action. Oh, we're also on NFHS too. So if you're listening on NFHS, thanks for tuning in to us here in Connecticut.
Abby Matson gets the serve over.
See, this
Going all the way back.
exactly what we're talking about, John. How Griswold's keeping him back on the court. That's a good
that was
return.
saved.
Great dig. This one's got to go over.
There's a block at the net.
Yes, that was a great play there. Number 20, that Delaney Russell with a huge dig to help her to rescue her team from surrendering another point and going down 7. So it's a side out. It's 13-8 here in set number 3.
Yeah, I think there were some Lady Wolverines that thought that was going in.
Yep. Out.
And that goes long. So East Hampton here with the side out and the offensive point makes it 13-9 here in set 3.
Mm.
We're here to the far side.
That's 4.
They didn't get it over in 3.
Side out Griswold. All right, Michaela Nielsen checks in. Emily Aviles heads out, as the liberos are wont to do.
But I tell you right now, there's a considerable difference when Griswold keeps East Hampton on the backside of that attack line.
Yes, sir.
It's a different ballgame.
All right, LaMarche now for the Wolverines, leading by 5 here in set 3.
Goes all the way back. Service blocked right into the court. Point Griswold. They need to get it over.
Good job.
Big dig, nice dump. Saved
Eventually,
by Griswold.
they keep doing that. Eventually, something bad's going to happen.
Right there.
Yeah.
That does fall in.
They got to get. I mean, listen, it's easier for us to stand over here and talk about it, but they really got to put a little something on that when they put it over, because you keep tapping it over, they're eventually going to line it up for a big bomb.
And then dump it right in that no man's land that you talked about.
15-10 now, Griswold. East Hampton with the serve. Good dig. Number 5 there. Nothing they can do about that one. That was just great effort by Mackenzie Player for East Hampton.
Yeah, saving it, sending it all the way backside. And Jordan Murphy tried to get it over, goes into the net, side out Griswold.
All right, here comes KP now with the serve. Good dig, Emily. Got to go over. Good job. That was going to go out. All right.
Over, but long.
Good effort. Good effort. KP comes off. Ruby comes back on.
So the serve goes right back to East Hampton.
16-11 now.
Woods with the serve.
Oh, wow. How did that go
went over?
That was wow, that was a little crazy, but it went.
You got to love it when a misplay goes your way.
That's how you know things are going your way here. Right now, 17-11. Griswold closing in on the second set. Still a long way to go, but they are inching their way towards it. Greta with the serve. Over. Ruby. Oof. Got to go. Another one.
Got to get it past that wall.
That one's got to go. What a great volley here. Great action in front of the net. Out.
Goes long.
All right.
To go across the court.
Whoever won that point, that was a well-earned point there. 17-12. Great dig, Emily. That's not going to make it over.
Doesn't have enough juice to go back over.
All right. Now here comes that run from East Hampton. 17-13. They cut that lead to 4. Griswold has to stay strong, continue to play their game, play good defense, and get the side out.
Right, they got one of the 2 senior Murphys with the serve for East Hampton.
Oh, see,
he's going to get the ace.
Yeah, see, that's not good. You got to have better communication between Ruby and Emily there.
Yeah, when you have the two back line just look at each other after that ball goes in.
They're fully supportive of each other. I like that. Even though we knew Ruby made a mistake, all the girls still supported her. So 17-14. Emily, that's going to go to Abby. This one's got to go over. Ruby, but they're setting it up now.
Here's that play.
Got to be a block.
There's a block, but it's saved. It
goes
back over.
Great job, Michaela Nielsen. That was all Michaela Nielsen on that one with the block and the return. Great job.
Getting the side out with Senzavilas to the serve.
18-14 now, Wolverines. can't get to that one. All right, 18-15 now.
But I think you were going to say something about the excitement of volleyball earlier. And I don't think volleyball gets the credit it deserves.
Absolutely not. Inject this right into my veins. This is the best. I love this. The other night when we were in at home against Lyman, was the atmosphere was just absolutely fantastic.
So DiMartino with the serve.
Abby. Hey,
and she breaks the wall.
Right. Griswold looking for a little insurance here. And speaking of insurance, the Burns Agency in Norwich and Dayville. Find out why. You'll buy better at Burns. Pivotal set number 3 here. Pivotal set number 3. Corenda will be serving. Griswold leading by 4, trying to close this one out and taking a 2-1 lead. Can they do it? Oh,
long.
Yes. That was probably going to be long,
out.
But it's all right.
19-16.
On the serve.
19-16 here. That's a fantastic serve. It's so hard to do it.
There's a dump saved by
Abby
Woods.
Abby just trying to lay that down in there. But again, you have them back on their heels on the back line, not setting up at the front of net on the front line. K-Pop hammers it down. And we got 20-16, side out Wolverines.
Here saw the older sister do it and said, I can do that too.
Anything you can do, I can do better. And Abby. Corenda. Emily K-Pop drops it over. Again, not what you want to let them set up. You got to hit it to the back line. KP just out of bounds.
Just long.
Just a little long. That was a good look. That's a good look. 20-17.
She found that empty corner, was going for it. But
yeah, that was good.
A little long.
Excellent look. Just a little too strong.
McKenzie player with the serve.
Good job, KP. Double. Call the double on that. So point to East Hampton, 20-18. Good job, Isla. This is a net ball. Jordan Murphy just dropped the hammer. One of the Murphy sisters. A timeout called by Jamie Bruno.
2019 here in set 3.
Yeah, hey, listen, if you guys are joining us, I see a whole bunch of people watching tonight. Thank you so much for joining, whether you're watching on SNSN, if you're watching on NFHS. We welcome you to New London High School for the Wolverines versus the Bellringers CIAC Class S semifinal. This is a fantastic job by both teams so far. First set aside was a blowout by the Bellringers, but the Wolverines came back in a tight one, game 2, and here we are in another close match, or close set, John, in set number 3.
Right, I said it early in the beginning of the set. It looked like set 3 was building up to be much like set 2, and here we are. Just 1 point separates the two teams. It was just a 2-point win for Griswold in set 2.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Griswold building that little bit of the lead, so when East Hampton made their run, they could still keep it close.
Player still with the serve for East Hampton.
Now we got a tie game. 2 mental errors here. 2 mental errors on the Wolverines in the last few serves, so they got to clean that up. If they want to win this game, they cannot afford to be giving points away like that.
Heavy with the big.
21-20. Great comeback.
Send it. Goes into the net.
Good comeback here by East Hampton. They've stormed all the way back, down 6 to take a 1-point lead here, 21-20.
Not enough on that one. That point
22.
takes Hampton to 22.
Griswold needs to side out here. Come on, girls. See, now they're not.
Oh, just pound in the middle right
Listen,
there.
From my standpoint, a timeout by Coach Bruno. From my standpoint, and I am not a referee, but the last two serves that East Hampton took, her foot was on the line. So I'm just making an observation. I was watching it. I watched it the first time, and I saw her do it the second time. Nobody else saw it. So it is what it is. It's 23-20. Griswold's trying. They got to do something here because they have to get the side out. They cannot afford to get to game point for East Hampton because this is a crucial third set.
But really, we've noticed the last couple of serves that East Hampton's had, they've kind of taken a little bit off of their serves and trying to dump it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right there in the middle. And it's working out for them.
Here we go. See, there we go.
Line.
Maybe he heard me.
You said it, they call it.
You're welcome.
That crucial side out for Griswold. 23-21.
They still got work to do here. They still got to score 4 more points here. Isla Marsh with the serve now. We got to get what they have to have this one. It's very important.
East Hampton with that set going cross court. Nice dig. Ooh, right off Matheson. He caught all of that one.
Yeah.
So set point for East Hampton.
It's a turn of events here by East Hampton. They were down big. And they would a big comeback. Now they lead their game point.
Emily Tipton back to serve for the Bellringers. Gronkowski with the save. Oh!
KP. All right, Griswold's got to roll off 4 in a row here. Very doable, very doable.
So KP with the serve. Just pass for libero. Point Griswold, 24-23.
Come on, KP.
Big block
Yes!
to the side, and it falls in. Point Griswold.
All right. Now we're playing to 26.
Coming back 24-24 here in set 3. Another big block at the net for Griswold.
Corenda. Isla. Go up.
There's that cross. And that went. Oh, that looked long.
That looked long.
That looked long. They called it in. 25-24 East Hampton on that side out.
Hey, game point here. Set point. Abby. Hey! Michaela.
Right back to Griswold, 25-25.
And we're playing to 27. Not for the faint of heart, folks. Not for the faint of heart.
Gronkowski back with the third. She sends it over. Di Martino with the dig.
Again, that's the position you want to put East Hampton in if you're Griswold. Hey, he
There's
drops
a
on the floor.
Oh! 26-25, Griswold.
Timeout, East
Point
Hampton.
Wolverines.
Let's go.
Woo-hoo!
Griswold on the verge here. Speaking of pride in your school, how about some Griswold pride? Parents, did you know that providing alcohol for underage drinking party is illegal? Very illegal. Find out more at griswoldpride.org. A lot of those holiday parties coming up, so make sure you're paying attention to what your kids are doing. You know what our kids are doing? They're playing their butts off out here in New London High School in the Class S semifinal game. Griswold, East Hampton. This is a great, great match. I thought the Lyman game was good. This is absolutely tremendous, tremendous volleyball by both of these teams.
So once again, we're at set point here in set 3.
This is Greta Domkowski serving for set number 3 for the Wolverines.
Oh, in the net! There it is!
Wins it!
Set point! Griswold, set
Let's
3!
go! Let's go!
Griswold, 27-25!
This is fantastic. To say this building is electric would be an understatement, John.
Exactly an understatement. I mean, I'm telling you, you can feel it in the air. That student section, when they get pumped, I think, actually, I'll say this right now. When that student section starts to stand up and they start their chants and they're hooting and hollering, I think the girls are feeding off that.
I do. They absolutely are. I watched it. I literally watched it happen against Lyman. They were down a set. The student section got loud. They got happy. They got energized. And you could see the energy come back to the girls. They started playing better in the second set. It's very similar to what they did tonight. They dropped the first set, came back in the second set, battled through the third set, got the win, went down in the fourth set, but really showed heart and battled in, and they ended up walking away. But listen, East Hampton is not going to go away quietly. This is going to be scratching and clawing, fighting for your volleyball lives. As for some of these girls, this is the last volleyball game they're going to play.
Lives, right?
Yeah, some of these girls, this is the last time they're ever going to play volleyball. So maybe they're going to go off in college and play. But most of these girls are going to. Next time they play volleyball will probably be at Patty's on the beach in Misquamicut.
In Misquamicut Beach, that's exactly right.
So I mean, nobody wants to go out a loser, right?
No,
they want to win. So this is what makes it
the memory that you have with you. And then when you get to like our age and you're looking at that 30-year high school reunion.
Correct. Talking about this is fantastic. I can't say enough great things about how this game has been so far. It's exciting. Just to be here in the building is super exciting. Now, you guys are behind us. You're looking over at the players' benches. You really can't see. It's very sparse over there. That's mostly families. But if you look off to our left and to our right here, which is right under the camera, to my right over here is all the East Hampton parents and some of the students. But over here to my left, we have school administrators. We have teachers. We have some more parents. We have a huge student section.
Right.
Yep.
We even have the head baseball coach.
The head baseball coach is over here. The athletic director is here. I mean, listen, you know it's a big event if Archie Drobiak's here in the building.
I'm telling you what, we may have a town quorum. We might be able to take a vote on something.
We do have a quorum. We do have a couple members of the Board of Education here.
That we do.
All right.
But I tell you what, set 4. What are we going to see here? Because I don't know if you can beat set 2 and set 3.
I don't know if that's even possible to get it as good as it was. But for one of these teams, it's either gonna be a tie, go into a fifth set, or Griswold's going to go home with the victory. One of these teams is going to survive and move on to Saturday.
Right, East Hampton looking to tie it up 2 sets apiece. Griswold looking to finish them out here and go to the state finals against Hale Ray.
Yes, sir.
in East Haven.
In East Haven, yeah. So we're ready to go. Before we get going here, let me remind you, at Dean's Corner Diner, whether it's breakfast or lunch, get food that's fast, fresh, and delicious. You can even order now through DoorDash. Dean's Corner Diner, 860-376-9141 for takeout or order ahead. And here we go. Set number 4. Griswold leads it 2-1 in this CAAC Class S semifinal game. Dreaded Domkowski for the Wolverines with the serve, and here we go.
There's Woods with her set in the middle.
All right.
I tell you what, when you see Murphy go to the far side and Woods set up there in the middle, you know what's about to happen.
Yes, those Murphy girls sure can play some volleyball. We heard a lot about them. I saw them on some film, and they're very impressive. Griswold's got to stay true to what got them to this point so far. Can't have that see Elvis moment where they feel like they have to do something extra.
Miranda,
Here we go. Now, here we go. This is what we saw in set number 1, John. East Hampton played up to the net, and Griswold had a tough time getting that ball over the net, and they kept getting it hammered. Griswold has to go back to get it a few feet off the back of the net, so they give themselves some room, just like this.
Dumping it. There's Woods. DiMartino over to Murphy. She sends it across. And there's
good job, Abby. Abby just really dropped the hammer on that.
Yes,
and there's really nothing you can do except get your hands up and hope for the best.
And they got their hand on it, then it fell right in front of them, side out Griswold. But I think Abby knew it as soon as she did it because she walked away like, yeah.
2-1 now. East Hampton with a small lead early in the 4th set.
All the way to the back line. Nielsen to Coranda to Nielsen. She gets it in. We're tied up at 2.
And the longer this set goes, the louder and louder these student sections are going to get.
Man alive.
Well, Emily is serving.
And she's backing the Bellringers up.
That is
bringing it again.
I think she's on a mission. That is a young woman on a mission right now. Because she knows she's made a few mistakes in this game, and she always has the ability to just slough that off and go on to the next play. You can see it.
Right there.
She is an absolute gamer. Takes after her sister.
Oh, yeah, the senior last year.
Yeah. That's a hammer right there. No one's getting that one. We're tied at 3. Yeah, I saw that one coming a mile away.
That was a chase and hope for the best. So with that side out, we're tied back at 3 apiece here in the 4th set.
Out.
Serve goes long. We got a substitution on Griswold's side. Caitlin Pasika comes in.
All right, Coranda here. Griswold up 4-3. That was just a dying ball. Just got her hand underneath that one. I thought that might have hit the ground, but.
That goes in. KP with a save.
Got to go over. Excellent job. But here comes that set right now. Oh.
Right off,
we might be headed for all the way.
We go to a 5th set. We're going to have to take advantage of that DoorDash opportunity.
I know we're going to have to call Dean's Corner.
Call Dean. Be like, hey.
860-376-9141. I think they're closed.
They are closed.
They close at 2, but hey, tomorrow morning. Oh, good job. Comes a set. Oh, nope.
Send it over.
Sometimes you never know what Coranda's going to do with that. Coranda. Abby.
Back to Matheson.
Dropped it over. Oh, good dig. Into the net.
Woods. with the dig for East Hampton, then they spin it into the net.
5-4 Griswold. If you're Griswold right now, what you want is one of those runs. One of those 5 or 6 point runs where you can build up a little bit of lead, gain some confidence. Keep East Hampton on the back line. Do not let them set up at the front of the net. KP trying to drop that in. Good play. Good return.
Here's with the dig. Miranda sends it over.
Good job.
Nice ball
Greta.
setting up here.
Hey!
Oh! Dombrowski gets it in.
6-4 Griswold. Timeout East Hampton. Talk it over. We are in the 4th set. Griswold leading 2-1. I am Scott Fryer with John Harden and Mike Minarski on the 1s and 2s. Coming to you live from New London High School Gymnasium, the CIAC Class S semifinal game between the Griswold Wolverines.
Yeah, Cam Stanisky.
Oh, we got Cam on the cam. The cam. Griswold Wolverines versus East Hampton Bellringers to fight for the right to play for the state championship on Saturday in East Haven, right here on SNSN. And if you're watching on NFHS, thank you for joining us from all over the world, really.
Yeah, you can get it anywhere. We have had some international viewers. So Abby Matson goes back to serve for Griswold.
Out.
It's going to go out. Point Griswold.
Matheson on the serve.
7-4 now.
KP.
Touched it.
Got a tip. Got a tip in the point.
Great job by the official right there, making the correct call.
Even kind of stepped into it like that bang play at second. He was right there.
Well, it's tough. I mean, listen, when you're out there, you're in the heat of competition. To make that call a split second, it's really tough. Wow, that was East Hampton got very lucky on that one because she mistimed her jump and she just got her fingertips over enough to get it over the net and find that no man's land.
Right. Had it just enough to get
the
over
DMZ
our front line.
Yeah, 8-5 now.
Miranda was coming in.
Side out, East Hampton. That's dropping.
Off the hands of East Hampton and back.
Side out, Griswold. All right. Lamarche comes in. K-Pop comes off. Yeah, that's
you
nothing you can do. You just gotta hope that it goes out or you get a hand on it. Side out East Hampton 9-6. They can keep trading side outs. That works in Griswold's favor.
Right. McKenzie player goes back to the serve for East Hampton. And that falls in. Dombrowski.
Side out Griswold.
10-6 here in set 4, Griswold. KP back to serve.
Wow, that's a hammer. Side out East Hampton.
That ball had some velocity right there.
We can do this all day. KP comes off. Ruby comes in.
Delaney Russell. No, that's not Delaney Russell.
That's Emily
Timpson.
Oh, that was a good spot by Greta. She found that spot in the floor where nobody was home. Side out Griswold.
Saw the gaping hole. That's the serve for Griswold.
Student section in full throat over there. Griswold up 11-7.
Sonia sends it over for East Hampton.
Here goes Abby. Dropped on the
She
floor.
dropped it in.
12-7 Griswold. Now here, this is where, as you're the coach of East Hampton, you're going to find out what your girls are made of. Their backs are against the wall. It's possibly the last set of the season if they don't come back, because this is where you see what your kids are made of. Can they do it? Can they block it out and make a comeback?
Nice dig.
There goes Abby on the net.
Oh, and she's going to get it in.
13-7 Griswold.
Off the diving Mackenzie player. Point Griswold.
You know, and you have to wonder, is the pressure getting to them? Does Griswold starting to get into their heads a little bit now, because they know that they have to come back now.
Yeah, there's no set to waste.
Miranda. Oh, little mistime, but just timed her jump. Listen, you can't say no great things about the way that she's played tonight. So you know that it's a mistake, but it's okay. Let's get the ball back. Side out, Griswold.
Side out.
So this is exactly what they're what they want.
There's a little touch. East Hampton able to dig it.
Here comes Abby again. Cross court, tipped. Good stop. Good save there.
Woods to Murphy.
Oh.
Jankowski tried to get it on the back line.
13-9. This is what I was saying. They have to dig down, dig deep here. This is a good team. They've gotten this far, and it isn't because they got lucky. This is a fantastic team.
Absolutely.
Here's a set and the kill. Oh, good return. Oh, wow. Another one. Ruby. Another one. Those are the ones you got to put down. Greta. Coranda. Abby. Good save by Emily. Coranda. Here's Abby again. Over the top. Good save. What did they call? I didn't see what they called. Under the net? I don't know what they called. I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell you because we're looking right.
Yeah, we're looking. We can't see what the ref calls. But, hey, it doesn't matter because Griswold points 14-9.
But either way, it's going to fall out of bounds. It's going to be side out Griswold anyway. 14-9. Here's set 4. Emily Avilas back to serve. Woods, there we go. I tell you what, number 4, number 16, that's their play. Whichever side 16's on, that's where 4 is going to set it.
I do believe they're sisters.
They're gonna go cross court on you.
Nope. Ruby. Abs. That's it.
That falls in.
14-11.
Right at the back line. No give up in these Bellringers.
No, sir. No, sir. Coach is getting every ounce of this for these girls. Momentum has swung back in the other direction now. East Hampton making a little run. 14-11. Griswold with the lead here in set 4. Out.
That serve goes long.
Side out, Griswold. So now, when you're Griswold, this is where you want to make another run right here. Maybe run off 4 or 5 points in a row. Put yourself in a really, really good position to close this match out.
KP comes in for Ruby Logan. Avilas to Coranda. Abby sends it back over.
This is what you want right here for Griswold. Dropped on the
off
Abby
the
Matheson.
hand.
16-11.
But you can tell East Hampton, they're keying off that number 26 for Griswold. They see her come up to that net, and the defense shifts.
These in-game adjustments are so fun to watch. Here's Coranda with the serve.
Side out. 16, I tell you what. Or that was 18.
That was number 18.
Murphy.
That was the other Murphy. How many Murphys? There's
There's
three of them on the court.
There's 3 Murphys.
All right, 16-12 now. Griswold with a 4-point lead. But East Hampton battling, trying to come right back into this game.
Olivia DiMartino with the serve.
KP, into the net. 16-13 now. Griswold needs a side out. These Bellringers are not going to go away quietly, John.
They are not. And like you said, we're going to see what this team's made of here in the 4th set. And I think we're seeing it right now.
K-Pop with a hammer down, but a good return. Oh, great return. Great return. Oh, she net ball.
No way.
Point to East Hampton. They say that K-Pop hit the net, went into the net. So
man, that one-arm save by Aviles right there, though.
That was a beautiful play, but 16-14. What could that be the momentum changer? Aviles, Ruggiero, Matheson. Good return. Aviles, Ruggiero, Matheson. To the floor.
Off the hands and to the floor. There's the side out you were looking for.
Big side out for Griswold. They're up to 17-14.
And Matheson goes back to serve.
Domkowski.
There's Woodson into the cross.
Good job. Got to go over. It was a great stop by Emily. That's nothing you can do about that one. 17-15, side out East Hampton.
McKenzie player. Delaney Russell going back to serve for East Hampton.
(17-16).
Brandon tried to save it.
Way to go, East Hampton, digging down deep here, trying to make this comeback. They were 1 point shy of tying this game up. Timeout, Jamie Bruno calls it. And we got ourselves a ball game again at 17-16. East Hampton with the serve.
I tell you what, you take away that first set, and this has just been amazing.
It's been a fantastic match to call, be in the building for. The fans are having a great time. The students are having a great time. I'm having a great time. I don't think some of the parents, I'm looking across the way at some of the parents, they have that look of terror on their face. So the Jewett City Savings Bank voted once again best bank for 2022. Find them at jcsbank.com. We're ready here. East Hampton with the serve. Griswold looking for the side out. 17-16. Griswold hanging on in set number 4. They lead it 2-1. This is winner. This set's winner go home, John, for East Hampton.
Absolutely is. There's no more volleyball if you don't take this game. Russell with the serve.
K-Pop, good return. Abby, Coranda, Greta. Good stop.
Nice net block by East Hampton.
Oh! Tie ball game. Listen, the longer that volley goes, the more that favors East Hampton because they're getting the set upset they want.
Because they're able, they're able to move back up, get those set to the far side because They're going to the corners.
$17 here.
Davis to Caranda.
K-Pop
Block.
block.
And it came
Big
right
block.
back. Big block at the net.
That was with authority. 18-17 now. Hampton regains the lead. This has been such a great game. Back and forth we go.
Pinkowski sends it over. DiMartino with the block. Oh!
That was last second decision here. Oh boy.
There's a block at the net.
Oh, out of bounds.
Out.
19-17, East Hampton. Griswold desperately needs that side out here.
Side out, stop this momentum of the Bellringers. The player, and she's going to get it in.
East Hampton is playing their game now. This is their game. This is what they want to do. They want to get it to the net. They want to get it close to the net where they can set up those hammer spikes. Really put Griswold on their heels now, and they got it. Griswold has to find a way. 20-17, they're trailing here in set number 4.
And another setup for the block there for East Hampton, but it's going to fall to the court. So Griswold does get that side out. 20-18.
All right, this is a big service now for Griswold. Isla Marsh now for the Wolverines. We got to come through. Just get it over the net. Let your team do it for you. You don't need aces. We need the ball to go over.
We just need it to go over.
Set it up. But here's what they're trying to do. That was out of bounds.
But setting up right there, that's East Hampton's game.
Yeah, 20-19. 20-19, here we go.
Setting it up for Jenna Murphy.
Good return. It's got to go over.
Player gets it around Nielsen.
21-19. Comes Greta. Yep. Hey, listen, East Hampton is really imposing their will on the Wolverines right now. They're all over the court. They're setting up where they want it, how they want it, and they're getting exactly where they're trying to put it. Griswold has no answer. 22-19. Desperately needing the side out for the Wolverines. Good job by Michaela. Just tapping it over the net, hitting it where they ain't. 22-20. Now listen, Griswold, last set, Griswold was down 23-19. They battled back to win that set. So we are far from over, folks. Down 2.
I don't think you can, even when we're at set point, it's not over.
It's not over. But that's that point. That set that they want.
That's that middle set to the outside going cross court.
Every time. I a couple dozen times in this match that's happened where they're getting exactly what they want and they're getting the exact results that they want from that play. 23-20. East Hampton now with the edge. They're trying to close out this set and send it to a deciding set 5.
Ruby Logan back in for the Wolverines.
Out.
And that goes out.
No touch. 23-21. You got to do something with this. They have to do something with this service. They cannot afford to give it back.
Ellis got to finish it out.
Greta Dumkowski now for the Wolverines for the service. There it is.
There's Woods.
Okay, well, that they looked out. That was a kind of almost like a miss hit. But now they're going to get what they want.
Sending it all the way across. And they get the same result.
Set point. 24-21. All day long, John, all day long. It's there if they want it.
And Griswold, that's it.
Timeout.
Timeout, Griswold. But that's one thing. We've seen it here for most of 4 sets. That center set to the outside with the cross court.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do about it. They have not been able to answer with that. They have nothing for it. Nice. Yeah, this has been quite the match. I mean, back and forth, very evenly matched. I don't think one team has an advantage over the other. I mean, obviously, we're close in set 4, getting ready to go possibly to a set 5. So,
right. But I don't think you could have asked for anything more enough.
Absolutely not. I mean, listen, my nerves don't like it, but this is, if you're just a casual fan and you have no rooting interest, this is fantastic. Griswold need the side out or this over. That's in.
And that's it.
24-22. Griswold stays alive.
I tell you what, Scott, you say it. It happened.
All right, K-Pop comes in. Isla comes off. Aviles with the service for the Wolverines.
There
it is.
To Murphy.
Nice return by, who's that? Greta. Good job. Here we go.
Oh, big block.
We are going to a 5th set,
Block
sir.
at the net. Fired out. East Hampton takes it 25-22. East Hampton takes set 4.
Fantastic set. Great job by East Hampton. Digging deep, finding it when they had to. Coming back in that set, they were down 4 or 5 a couple times. They found a way to come back and get it done. So we're going to a 5th set, and I do believe, not sure if the rules are the same in the state tournament, but during the regular season, a 5th set only goes to 15.
Ooh. We've got the coin toss going on the other side.
This is physically exhausting. If you're not here, you're watching. I don't know how you're feeling if you're watching it at home, but this being here in this gym with the students and the athletes and the parents and all the people here with the excitement and the back and forth, this has been super exhausting, but very exciting volleyball. You can dream of a better matchup if you've tried for the semifinal.
Drawn this up on paper any better. Back and forth sets going to a 5th set here in the Class S semifinals.
If you listen, just speaking as a fan of the game and someone who's been watching volleyball now for a few years and really gotten into it, you really hate that this is the last set for one of these teams. One of these teams is going to have a long, quiet bus ride home, and you feel bad for them. No matter who it is, whether it's East Hampton, whether it's Griswold, you really feel for that school because they really are leaving it all out on this court right now, and you hate for it to end. But unfortunately, there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. To the victor go the spoils.
No true words were spoken. I tell you, especially in a game like this, it's actually going to be sad for one of these teams.
Yes, sir. You hate to see it because of how fantastic both of these teams have been tonight, and for it to come down to just 15 points, who's going to get it? That's tough, and if you're on the losing end, that's going to be a tough one to take, especially if you're Griswold, because you had such a fantastic season. You know, you almost punched your ticket to this game, at least to this game. And for it to end here in a 5th set against a very worthy opponent in East Hampton would be devastating to them, to these young women. But it's not over. I don't want to be Debbie Downer because anything can happen.
It's not over, but I tell you what, I dare say right now, whoever wins this game tonight is going to take the finals.
I think that you're correct.
Against Hale Ray.
I think you're right. The winner of this game, I believe, will eventually be your state champion, because this is what you call battle tested. This is what you call battle tested. Griswold, I don't know how East Hampton did in their quarterfinal matchup. Griswold's quarterfinal matchup was not easy, playing our rival Lyman. So, I mean, these teams are absolutely battle tested. There's none of this that they've never seen before. They've been in this position before. Griswold's only gone to 5 sets twice this year, with 1-1. They beat Woodstock, a tough Woodstock team, in a raucous gymnasium at Woodstock Academy. And then they took it against Waterford in Waterford's gymnasium. So 1-1 on the season. Well, actually, they won both. They've only been they did win both 5 sets because they didn't lose a game until the semifinals of the ECC. So This is it, guys. All on the line right here. Set number 5. We're coming to you live from New London High School Gymnasium. Griswold to your right. Lyman to your left, or correction, East Hampton to your left. Same color.
Same color, different.
Same color. East Hampton to your left, and this is it. Winner of this set will be the bracket champion. They will go on to East Haven on Saturday night to play for a state championship. Will it be East Hampton? Will it be the Lady Wolverines? We are about to find out. Please don't go anywhere. Don't even get up to go to the bathroom or get a drink, because you're going to miss it.
Call your neighbors, call your friends, call everybody. Come in and watch this.
This is
tell you
great.
what, somebody that hasn't watched volleyball, pull this broadcast up when it posts later. Pull it back up and show them this.
The student section of Griswold rises to their feet.
Dumkowski.
Sir, that's an error. Huh? That's a mistake. Mistimed the jump there, Abby. 1-0.
Really, what Griswold needs to realize is East Hampton's had the first point in every set we
Yes,
played
sir.
tonight.
They've had the first couple points, I do believe.
Wood sends it back.
Tried to hit that back corner, but we were there. Setting it up now.
Woods to Murphy.
Oh. 2-0 East Hampton. Griswold's got to get it together, collect it. That might have been headed for the far corner, but we'll never know. 3-0.
A little touch right there by the Bellringers. Puts them up 3-0.
Early hole here for the Wolverines. Not how you wanted to start off this 5th and final set. Not how you wanted it to go.
Woods with the serve.
Got to go. They're setting up that play. So that's where Griswold wants to have them. That's their best chance, is to have them hitting it off the back line.
Off the hands of the front line of East Hampton.
Not where you want.
Sending it to the corner.
4-0.
Wilson goes up for the block. Murphy gets it right underneath her point. Bellringers.
Yeah, if you get the kids. Timeout called by Griswold. Listen, if you're in, there's really not much you can say if you're Coach Bruno right now. You're in the huddle. This has been a long season. You know, the only thing you can really say is, girls, you're here for a reason. And it isn't because you're not a good team. You got lucky, right? I look over there and I see looks of sadness. I see, I don't see the faces of too many warriors right now.
No,
I see a lot of girls ready to start crying, and that's not what you want. If you're Coach Bruno, you want to see those girls digging deep.
Get those faces that we saw again in set 2 and
now
3.
you see the ones you want to see with those faces. You see in Coranda, you see K-pop, you see Michaela. They got the look right now. They want to do it, but I look over there and I don't see it on the rest of them.
Over to Abby. Block at the net. So East Hampton continuing.
That net game, it's been biting Griswold all night long, John. It's been biting them.
That's East Hampton's game right there. They get on that net.
All night long. That was it. That's how they won the first set so easy, and now they're cleaning up right now in the last set here. 5-0. Griswold desperately needs that side out because now they're setting it up for another one. Good return. They're just all over the net right now. They're like hungry sharks. Wow.
Oh,
Good stop.
touch play. Back to Matheson.
No, great.
Martino with the save. That's going to go off Matheson's hands out of bounds. Point East Hampton. 6-0 here in set 5.
And the East Hampton folks come alive.
I'm wearing
To our right.
headsets and I can't even hear. Woodson to the cross to Aviles. Surrender with the set. Nielsen. Woods to Murphy.
All right, there we
There's
go.
the break.
That's
There's
one.
the side out.
One at a time. 1 point at a time, girls.
So Nielsen for the Wolverines. Aviles goes back to serve.
Yeah, you got to chip. They got to realize they got to chip away. They can't get all 6 points back at once here. The Griswold students imploring their classmates, trying to lift them up. That's not going to happen. Not going to do it there.
That foul, side out, back to East Hampton.
Seven 7-1 now in favor of East Hampton.
Jordan Murphy with the serve. Right off Ruby Lyon.
Body language not good over there on the Griswold side, guys. Not good.
Nope.
It's almost like they know. But they've been in spots before. They can't quit now. It's halfway. They still have a whole half a game. They can't just quit now.
Absolutely. Miranda. K-pop.
But they just have absolutely no answers for what East Hampton is doing right now, and it's showing. It's 8-2.
But they got the side out here. Now they just got to capitalize.
Yeah, they have to put together. They don't have to get all of it back right now. Just put together three points. Yeah, you got to chip away, get 3 or 4 points, get yourself back in the game.
Zero with the serve. Woods underneath to Murphy.
Good job, Greta. That's got to go over. And here's that set right now. Oh boy,
all the way over.
Good stop. Good block by KP. Nice dig.
Nice dig.
Wow, hustle. What hustle?
Got to get it over. Aviles with a dig of her own. There's the set to Matheson.
That was great hustle by number 5 on that play to get that ball. That was headed out, and that's going to drop onto the floor.
And East Hampton able to get
9-2. Right now, time is running out for the Griswold Wolverines on this season. K-pop imploring her teammates, come on, get it together, ladies. Let's go. Pick it up. This game's not over. You have to score all 15 points.
Set to Matheson.
Good job,
right
Abby.
Over the front line.
That's a good start. 9-3. Side out Griswold.
And Matheson with that side out goes back to serve for Griswold. Players.
Good job, Emily. We're setting that up again. Oof.
Woods to Murphy all day long.
10-3. East Hampton's 5 points away from advancing to the state finals.
Delaney Russell goes back for East Hampton.
K-pop. Oh, good block.
Nice save.
Another block. Blocks all over.
Right there at that line.
Nothing. 11-3.
Goes off.
Timeout Griswold.
We've said it all night long. You know, when East Hampton's getting up to the line, they're feeling it and playing their game. When they push them back and get them back on their heels and get them behind that attack line, that's when Griswold's had its most success.
They have. Keeping them on that back line, all their returns from the back to midcourt to back is where Griswold really, really ate them up. But credit to East Hampton, credit to their coach. They're doing everything that they were doing in the first set, and they're doing it to perfection right now. Griswold has no answer for the Bellringers attack right now.
So you can see the East Hampton players. They're excited, they're hyped, they're pumped.
It's good. It's a monumental, Herculean, dare I say, Judgian effort if Griswold wants to come back and win this last set.
Off the top of the net, and it falls in. 12-3, Bellringers.
Things not falling the Wolverines' way right now. I'm not ready to give up on them. Let's go.
Russell to Domkowski. DiMartino with a save on the back line. Woods.
Double hit.
Not called. Woods sends it over the player into the net. Side out for Griswold. They've got to go on the run of all runs right here.
12-4. Now, not a lot of fans were calling for a double hit. I thought it was. But the rule is it counts as a block. But you're allowed, after a block, you're allowed to hit it again. So that is not a double hit. I know a lot of the fans on the other side were calling for a double hit. But the coaches knew the rule. Otherwise, there would be a lot more arguing going on. See, that's what Griswold wants them to do from East Hampton. They hit it from over there. When they get it like they're going to about to do right now,
here.
getting it to that set.
When Wood sets it up to Murphy or player, that's what we've seen all night long, 13-4. East Hampton.
They're on the brink of eliminating the number one seed.
There's the side out.
All right, good job, KP. Keeping it going, 13-5. Chip away, chip away. Let's go. Come on, KP.
Back to Woods. Back to Murphy. Aviles comes in, but it hits the corner instead. That's
they are
14-5.
on the cusp here. Game points.
Emily Timpson goes back to try to finish it off for the Bellringers.
Game point here for East Hampton. It's got to go over. Setting it up. There it is.
Woods to Murphy.
Great. Oh, Ruby.
What a save by Ruby Lyon.
All right, Griswold stays alive here. 14-7.
That save by Ruby right there.
14-6? Yeah, 14-6. Still a long way to go, but he can't get it all back at once.
Woods to Murphy. Aviles with the save.
And
And
that's
the
it.
block goes out.
East Hampton wins it.
That's it.
Congratulations, East Hampton. You're going to the state finals.
15-6.
A tough way to end the season for the Wolverines, who's had such a fantastic season. They have, listen, I know they're disappointed. I feel that. But they absolutely have nothing to hang their heads about.
No.
This is a fantastic team of young women. Some of them are going to go on to do amazing things. Some of them will be back next year.
They will. This is still a pretty young team that Griswold has. And like you said, the stuff that they can build off of right now is pretty strong.
It is. It's a strong emotion. These are young women, and you know, having a teenage girl myself who's on the volleyball team, it's tough. It's tough. to you don't know what to say to them other than, you know what, we're proud of you no matter what. So these girls can all go home, ride that bus. I know it's going to be tough. You ride that bus home, and you be proud that you put the season together that you did, and that everybody back home is super proud of you. And
Absolutely.
super proud to be associated with this team, and they have nothing to hang their heads about.
And I know this isn't the result that they wanted going into this, but they took this as far as it could go.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I mean, listen, there's nothing else they could do. East Hampton came out. You felt almost like kind of a momentum shift halfway through that last set where they came back. They got a couple points, and you almost felt like they found their groove again because they lost it for a little bit in those middle sets.
Right.
And they just picked it up, put it all together, and they had a fantastic finish. So congratulations to the Bellringers of East Hampton. They're moving on to the state championship on Saturday. And that does it for SN's coverage of volleyball for 2022. But it's been a great ride. I am very, very proud to be associated with these young women. I've been on the sideline for every single game this year, and they have made me proud every single game, win or lose. This is a fantastic bunch of kids, and I'm super proud of all of them, every single one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a phenomenal season. What they've done for the town and how the town has come back and supported these young
Absolutely.
ladies. You couldn't ask much more.
Every single kid out here that came out to here, they love their classmates. They come out and they support them the whole season. Every time you had a game at home, you looked over to the student section in Griswold, and there was 60, 70 kids there cheering on their classmates. Whether it was bathing suit night where they had hot dog floats and unicorns, and
Right.
kids were wearing floaties. We had red, white, and blue, and my kid went out with a bald eagle onesie, and they painted their faces. I mean, it's been a great ride. They have nothing to hang their heads about. I know that disappointment is real. But they'll be back. Some of them obviously won't be back, but they're going to move on to better things because no one's going to play pro volleyball. They're all going to go on and do real life things. This is the kind of stuff that makes them better adults. So
Absolutely.
it's been a great ride, and I'm happy to have been a part of it. So, all right, guys, listen. Thank you for tuning in tonight, whether you're on NFHS or on SNSN. This has been a great, great night of volleyball. Congratulations again to East Hampton, moving on to the state championship. Congratulations to Griswold. Nothing to hang you out. You lost 2 games all year. Be glad that you did. So for John Harden, Mike Minarski, I'm Scott Fryer. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, Cam Stanisky on the Cam. You guys, you did a great job, Cam. Thank you very much. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next year for another edition of Griswold Wolverine Volleyball here on SNSN.